You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
We are tracking Hurricane Ian as it inches toward the Florida coast, getting stronger as it goes. You're taking a live look at the southernmost tip of Key West. There are waves crashing right there now, Cape Coral, where the winds are shaking the camera there on the left. Chesney McNeil's been watching the storms for us all morning long, looking at how it's going to impact Georgia.
Chesney, we talk about the tracking. You know, things can change. We got that cone of uncertainty, but we are already getting ready.
We saw a change almost every day. It's been daily, pushing the storm a little bit further over toward the east, which means good news or better news for us. Latest update as of 6:35 shows the winds around the center of circulation up to 155 miles per hour. So it could become a Category 5 hurricane before it makes landfall. Here's Fort Myers here. It's very close to making landfall there, but pushing more to the north and over toward the east. So we'll watch that. But again, could become a Category 5 briefly before going back down to a Category 4 before it makes landfall. For us, we have the sun. Well, we'll have the sunshine around for much of the day today, and temperatures will be. We're starting off on the cool side. We're down into the 40s, even some 30s up here to the north. 50s for the most part. We'll see those temperatures climb up into the 70s, right around 75 degrees for an afternoon high today. Guys, back to you.
Chesney, thank you. And Georgia already getting ready for Hurricane Ian. Governor Kemp has put out that state of emergency that starts tomorrow. Today, he's going to tour the FEMA facilities.
We have team coverage of the preparations. We start with Ariana Manise in Atlanta.
FEMA's Region 4 Coordination Response Center tells us that they are ramping up efforts as Hurricane Ian approaches the coastline. The center operates and manages response efforts for 8 states, including Georgia. More than 160 people representing 30 federal agencies work inside the center, which is headquartered right here in Atlanta. FEMA tells us they have over 4.5 million liters of water and 4 million meals ready to be sent out. And when it comes to coordinating those efforts and getting those supplies out to impacted areas, they have multiple teams located across the southeast on standby, monitoring, preparing, and responding once Hurricane Ian makes landfall. Meanwhile, as it's uncertain how Hurricane Ian will impact Georgia, FEMA, they're still urging everyone to visit ready.gov to help you make a plan for you and your family. Molly?
Yeah, people already starting to evacuate from Tampa into Atlanta. We spoke with travelers yesterday who said they couldn't find a rental car. The roads are already backed up, so they decided to try their luck with a flight. Even then, travelers told us it was tough to get a spot on the plane from Tampa yesterday, some opting for a standby option in hopes of getting out. Travelers say with areas under mandatory evacuation, flights were packed with people heading to the Peach State to stay with family. The last flight out of Tampa was yesterday evening, coming right here to Atlanta. If they weren't able to get on a flight there, Tampa International is now closed because of Ian, so anyone trying to get out of Tampa will likely just head up 75. Guys.
Molly, thank you. So the storm is pushing Clayton County to turn to virtual learning this Friday. The superintendent says that decision was made out of an abundance of caution. They don't want the school buses driving around in those strong winds we talked about. The district also moving high school football games to this Thursday. Atlanta Public Schools and DeKalb County also making changes. We do have a full list of those rescheduled games for you on 11alive.com. And you can keep up with the latest developments on this storm through the 11 Alive News app.
All right, sticking with your 11 minutes of nonstop news. Today, the State Elections Board is going to hear updates on the investigation into an election office security breach in Coffee County. Officials removed the voting machines accessed during that breach last year. The county will use new ones for the midterms. State election officials say what happened in Coffee County does not raise any alarms about security in the upcoming election.
The only person to survive a triple shooting in Midtown is a little bit closer to going home. Michael Horn is now in a rehab facility. He survived being shot in the chest. Horn was strong enough to say thank you, shake hands, and give hugs to his nurses and doctors. It will be the last time he sees the staff at Atlanta Medical Center, which closes in November.
I mean, you can pay people to do a job, but you cannot pay people to care about you. And every single person in that hospital does, even people that weren't our doctors or our nurses.
Horn's daughter says their family is so thankful for all the support they've received. An online fundraiser has raised nearly $90,000.
Today, you'll be able to voice your opinion about a possible rate hike on your Georgia Power bill. Hearings continue as the commission prepares to vote on a proposed increase. It could raise your bill by $15 a month. The commission is set to vote on the move in December. If they approve it, it would take effect in January. The Marietta Police Department is breaking new ground this morning with a history-making promotion. For the first time, a woman will be Marietta's Deputy Chief of Police. This week, veteran officer Tanya Twaddle was promoted. Twaddle was served as Marietta's PD more than 25 years, taking the reins from Marty Farrell, who became Marietta's chief last month.
As the temperature starts to get a little colder, a local organization hopes to provide some warmth. The Roswell Women's Club is hosting cocktails for coats today for people in need. The club is accepting gently worn or new coats along with scarves, gloves, and mittens. That event is from 4 to 6 p.m. That is at the Sunny and Rainy Home Goods store in Roswell. The RWC will also serve a cocktail or a glass of wine during that event, Chesley.
Yep, all eyes down to the south of us, but today will be very nice. If you have plans for this afternoon, looking at temperatures right around 67 degrees, very comfortable. It will be a bit breezy at times. Those winds out of the northeast, 10 to 15 miles per hour. 72 degrees will be our temperature by 3, on our way to about 75 for a high. Today we'll drop back down to 71 degrees by 6 o'clock tonight. Again, under sunny skies. There'll be a few more clouds starting to move into the area, but they'll be high, thin clouds.
Turning back now to Hurricane Ian with a live look at Key West this morning. It's so rainy, we can barely see the camera lens. That lets you know how hard it's coming down out there. As we get ready to send it over to the Today Show, we have more coverage coming your way with all of that hurricane storm just brewing. Also taking a look at the path, and we'll keep you posted on how that could impact us here at home.
All right, we'll keep updating 11alive.com. You can also track it on our 11 Alive app. Chesley will keep you covered throughout the day, then hand it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb. Enjoy the day, the beautiful weather here. I hope don't feel guilty about it. Just enjoy that clear sky and that sunshine. And we'll send it over to the Today Show you next. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.